Hi guys, Elizabeth here. I want to get through part 2 of my Q&A. I'm going to try to not yak so long and get through these questions. Be on the lookout. Pretty soon I'm going to have a February 2018 giveaway, so be on the lookout for that. And one of the things of that is to ask me questions so I can do another Q&A. Okay, let's see. Do you like Star Wars or any other sci-fi show or movie? Just curious. I am so into sci-fi. Now, I don't follow it like I know this episode has that thing in it, you know, or whatever. But I really enjoy Star Wars. I am enjoying watching the new ones come out on the movies. I don't know if it's true or if it's just me or whatever, but the original, like number 4, 5, and 6 is my favorite. And then number 7, the video came out, or the movie came out like, I guess last year or year before, was my next one. I just watched, what is it, 8, was not my favorite. But then again, the ones where it seems like they're losing all the time, I'm never into that anyway. But, so I do watch Star Wars, I watch Star Trek. I love them both. I'm not a, you know, Star Wars or Star Trek. I'm a both. I used to watch the Sci-Fi Channel a lot. Eureka, Warehouse 13. There was another one. There was a earlier, with Scott Bakula, there was an earlier Star Trek one. I'm trying to remember. Enterprise, I guess. I was really into sci-fi. I used to watch the Sci-Fi Channel all the time, and then they went to scary horror shows, and I'm so not into that. So I don't know if sci-fi has ever gotten back to science fiction or if it's all like the scary horror shows. But I do like sci-fi movies, and pretty much all of them I can get my hands on, except for, what was that one? Can't remember. I should have brought it up, but it was like Event Horizon. No. That was terrible. Okay, that's like where they went over the Event Horizon. It was really into hell, and they're scratching their eyes out. And I highly don't suggest that one. Okay. What is the one product, beauty or non-beauty related, that you cannot live without? The first thing that came to mind, is antiperspirant. I have the acid sweat from hell. Antiperspirant is one of the most wonderful beauty or non-beauty products that have kept me within scent view of other people. I use Secret, Outlast, unscented. I don't understand why people want to smell like flowers under their arms. I don't understand that, but I know that's very popular. That's just me. As for an actual beauty product, I do like the IT CC cream if I'm not wearing anything else, because I have like a red oval, like a rosacea like oval on my face. And even though the CC cream doesn't cover it completely, if I'm not doing any other makeup, that just gives me, doesn't give me a flawless finish. It gives me a, you look normal with not a crazy red face finish. What is your favorite eyeshadow palette? My favorite, I could not get my hands on because of how I budget for makeup. Because I have plenty. I mean, I don't have like a lot of YouTubers and here's my Alex 9 drawer and whatever. But I have plenty for one person. I checked every palette out at the time in the Urban Decay Vice 3 with the green that says dragon and something. I wanted that one. It had the greens, it had the blues, it had the purples, it had the neutrals. It had everything I wanted in a palette, and I could not get my hands on it. So my favorite palette I don't actually have. But other than that, the next one up that I chose based on having, you know, the colors that I like to use is the Chocolate Bonbons palette. It has cool neutrals, warm neutrals, pink looks, like a gray silvery look. It's got a burgundy in it. It's got a, you know, a deeper like purple sparklies. It's got the, I guess, highlighter shades or whatever for under the brow bone. I like my palette to have everything I need in it, so I'm not like, well, here's my neutral palettes and here's my color palette. You know, I like it all in one. So it's the Chocolate Bonbons palette by Too Faced. Next one. What is your biggest motivation, and do you have any inspirational quotes? I actually don't have any particular inspirational quotes. I know a lot of people do. I never really went in that. It's not that I don't think up quotes here and there, but there's nothing like I have on my desk or I have written in my planner. Biggest motivation, probably my faith in the Lord. That is probably my motivation, instead of being self-centered and sarcastic, that I try to love other people. I hate to say it. It's not been the easiest challenge. It's not been. I don't even want to say that on TV, but you know, like my first response can be, I'm sarcastic, look how smart I am by coming up with a sarcastic remark. And so I guess my motivation to be a better person, and I read a couple chapters in the Bible probably 5 to 6 days a week, and attend services, pray a lot, and I basically try to become a better person. I'm not saying I don't sin. I'm not saying that I haven't ever gossiped about anybody. I'm not saying that I haven't ever had trouble with forgiveness. Some of you guys know, the abuse and stuff from my earlier, when I was younger and stuff. But that's probably the driving motivation in my life. I would love to see a video for using makeup when you're having a professional photo shoot. I went through Barbizon School of Modeling back in the 1980s. I did not keep up with the makeup techniques. I did not keep up with, all the makeup and stuff out now. If you're looking for makeup for a professional photo shoot, I don't want to send people to, don't subscribe, don't be here, because I do want you to subscribe. I do want you to watch my videos. But if you're looking for a professional photo shoot, this isn't the channel for you. What age did you first start wearing makeup? I was around 16 or 17, and we really didn't have money for magazines. I have 2 older sisters; they were gone. I'm the youngest in a family of 5, and my it's the 2 sisters, then the 2 brothers, then me. So even though they're very good at applying makeup, I'd see in pictures and stuff, they were so much older than we didn't really do the play makeup together. So I was about 16 or 17 and didn't do that great of a job at the time. What is your one guilty pleasure? I get up most of the time before my husband, and I will get a cup of hot chocolate or tea or hot apple cider, depending on the season, and go into the solarium. There is a fireplace in the solarium on the first floor. There's windows coming in, I guess that's why you call it solarium. And I sit there, I'll read a few chapters in the Bible, and talk to God, and then I'll spend the next 45 minutes either reading a magazine. I do have one subscription. I'm not going to renew it, but to Victoria Magazine, or a love story book or a declutter book, and I sit there with my drink and read for about 45 minutes. I do that most days, and it is wonderful. Now, my second guilty pleasure is milk chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate. It's bitter. I don't understand. If it doesn't have milk and sugar, I don't understand the purpose of it, but I'm so into milk chocolate. Do you have kids? I don't have any kids that came from my body. I've been through 3 miscarriages and was not able to have children myself. I met my husband when I was in my mid-30s. He was in his early 50s. He had 3 grown daughters. So I never lived with his kids or anything, because they were adults. So I have 3 adult stepdaughters, and then one of those has 2 kids. So I have a granddaughter and a grandson. How old are you? I am over 50 and under 55. So, and hey, beats the alternative. That's what I'm saying. I love your channel, and oh, thank you. And my question is, how do you maintain daily positivity and motivation? I'd love to maintain daily motivation. Watching YouTube declutter videos is helping, but I can't say I'm motivated daily, but I do try to look and see what needs to be done and do it. Daily positivity, actually I'm just generally a very positive person. Even like I alluded to before, you know, there was abuse and stuff in my younger child days. And even then though, I always felt like I was a pretty positive person. And certainly my walk in faith has helped with that. And I actually get happier when I get older, because a lot of the stuff I worried about before, I find it really is not that important. If you worry about what anybody else thinks of you, give that up. There's no point in that. What is your holy grail product? I do not have one. I have been repurchasing the L'Oreal Miracle Blur for its primer, for its spackling purposes, but I like to try a lot of stuff. I don't stick with anything. Like I said, I like to try different stuff. So since I don't buy a whole lot, I don't want to get stuck in a rut. What is your favorite season? Spring. I love it. It's new life. I don't have to wear coats. I might have to wear a sweater, but you know, you don't have to wear coats anymore. I like being warm, but not hot. So for me, it's perfect. And what is your secret to a long-lasting marriage? Marry the right person. Let's see. My husband, I've been married twice. And the first time lasted 14 years. He cheated on me at year 4. I should have divorced him then. We kept going to marriage counseling. I found out at the end he was going to marriage counseling to find out if I was suspicious with him cheating around other women, is why he kept going to marriage counseling. It was his suggestion. I was ready to call it quits. He was the one who suggested marriage counseling. If something isn't happening in the first like 2-3 months, don't hang on for 10 years like I did. It was just ridiculous. So what I really did is sat down and thought about, what do I want in a husband? Because I was happy being single. I can keep myself occupied. I don't need to be married. But I was like, what do I really want? And the number one thing is I want someone who is kind. And that is what I found in my husband. We agree on all the basic things. Find someone, you know, some people are really into opposites attract. My husband and I are practically the same person. We don't do opposites attract. We have the same basic core values. Now, he has interests like in history and stuff like that, and I have interests in decluttering and, you know, love stories. We don't have the same interests there, but the core values are the same. We enjoy each other's company. We always speak respectfully and loving to each other, and hey, you can't get better than that. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys, and I will talk with you later. Bye.